CETV brings you all the fun and excitement of the 2024 ChaoRacing playoffs. And here to get the hype started is the host of ChaoRacing himself, Mr. Brandon Shinings. Good evening, ChaoRacing universe, and welcome to the annual ChaoRacing playoffs. Tonight, we will have 4 races to determine who is going to the World Championship, plus 2 qualifying races to determine our Tag Team Championship participants, and we also have 2 qualifying races to find out who will be playing for a Women's Division Championship. So when we come back, we're going to proceed to the World Championship qualifying races. Don't miss out here on ChaoRacing 2023 in 2024. The 2024 ChaoRacing playoffs are sponsored by 7-Eleven and Pringles new Harvest Blends potato chips. So, let's start with our 4 playoff races to determine who will be playing for a World Championship title. First, we have our defending champion Bobby K, better known by his fans as the Bobby Mater, who has clinched the number 1 seed for the 2nd consecutive year. He'll square off against the 2022 World Champion Ozzy Jenkins, who just made the playoffs as the number 8 seed in this year's 2024 playoffs. So, let's send it down to the Emerald course and find out whether Bobby will get to defend his title or if Ozzy will get to play for his 2nd title in the last 3 seasons. All races in the playoffs will be held on the Emerald course, like we always do each and every year. So good luck to Bobby K and Ozzy Jenkins in the first playoff race of the night. Let's have a challenge! Alright, there goes Bobby K, using all of his cheering support from his fan club, and he's going to eat the fruit, and there he goes. Ozzy better need help from his fan club if he wants to have another chance at his 2nd title this year. And it looks like he is currently battling with a couple of Chao in the back. And number 1 will start his view as he was going to rest, but now I think he's heading for the water. Bobby K is doing his best to get back to the World Championship for 2024 this season. It was an honor to finish as the runner-up in this past season's 2023 Tournament Champions, and number 5 was BS number 2 in its race, who scored the best. It was an honor for Bobby K to come in as the runner-up in the Tournament Champions. Now he's trying his best to defend his World Championship crown for 2024. We're approaching the 1-minute mark as the next BS we made by number 7, who desperately needs to catch up every now and then. And poor number 8 is getting left behind on the competition in last place. As number 2, we'll get a turn now. Meanwhile, Ozzy Jenkins is currently needing all his help from his fan club. He may need a miracle to catch up to Bobby K's incredible speed, but I don't think that's going to happen. Next PS belongs to number 7, that makes his 2nd speed bust of the race. Bobby K is surely giving the thumbs up to his fan club, going for his 2nd straight World Championship title after finishing as the runner-up in the Tournament Champions. And Ozzy will next beat us, but his season has to come to an end, because Bobby K will have another chance at his 2nd straight World Championship. As number 2 takes next beat us, Bobby K is finalist number 1 for 2024 World Championship. Poor Ozzy's season has come to an end, but he'll still have a chance to win a championship in the senior championship race earlier in the series. And we have time for one more race, speed bus, and number 6 will get in the last speed bus, and poor number 8 can just forget about this race. So Bobby K is sending back to the World Championship. Right, let's hope he'll repeat as World Champion. Back for race number 2 in a bit. Do not go away. Alright, now let's proceed to race number 2 of World Championship qualifying. And next, we have another recent World Champion, Thomas Linguata. He's going for his 2nd World Championship in the last 4 seasons. And to get there, he'll have to face off against the Gunstar Master Gary Dayton, who was at the number 7 seed. So, who is going to join Bobby K for a World Championship title shot? And who will have to deal with Ozzy Jenkins in the Senior Championship? There's only one way to find out the answer. Best of luck to Thomas again on the quest for victory. And let's rock this place! Alright, World Championship qualifying race number 2 for 2024 World Championship. Thomas Winkwriter versus the Star Master Garrett Dayton. And now they're going to eat the food. And Garrett is going to have command and lead. Thomas is dancing to the beat. So Garrett Dayton is going to have the upper hand for the current one. As the first superstar against Beatbus is number 2. And right now, Thomas Winkwriter is heading for the water path, trying to catch up to our leader Garrett Dayton over at the bridges. And here comes Garrett Dayton with Beatbus number 2. Thomas Winkwriter has command lead, but Garrett is not too far behind from Thomas. And number 1 is getting straight in last place. As number 8, well, the next command Beatbus. Back in front, we have a close contest between Thomas Winkwriter and that famous Star Master Garrett Dayton. Thomas has command and lead, but how long will this last? We'll soon know. As number 6, well, the next command Beatbus, he leads over the 6-0 Chao in third place. Number 7 taunts to the crown, and poor number 1 really needs to Beatbus from the crown, and I mean right now. But who really got the next command Beatbus? It's number 2 that makes the second Beatbus to the base. Meanwhile, Thomas and Garrett are climbing up the star wall, with number 6 of Chao still dominating over the 6-0 Chao in third place. And it looks like Thomas Winkwriter is going to sweep. But Garrett Dayton is going to stay awake. He gets his second Beatbus, and now the Star Master has command on the lead. Garrett now having the privilege to defend the lead over Thomas Winkwriter as they make their way towards the home stretch. And number 1 wakes up as nap. Now move up a couple places for the next Beatbus. And Garrett now has command on the lead. Thomas making one last effort to stay alive, but Garrett Dayton is going to hold on for the midway. As number 5 takes the next Beatbus, Garrett Dayton is going to open his way to the World Championship. Thanks, Thomas, for a great season. We'll see you, Garrett Dayton, in the World Championship, buddy. And we'll see you right after this. And now it's time for race number 3 of the World Championship qualifying. This next one will have the number 3 seed, Garrett Coles, who finished as the runner-up in last year's 2023 Senior Championship event. He'll be taking on number 6 seed Rusty Jackington. So far we have the Bobby Maynard, Bobby K, and that Star Master Garrett Dayton for this year's 2024 World Championship event. Which one is next to will join the two in the World Championship this season? We're about to find out right now. Please start the race. Alright, Garrett Coles and Rusty Jackington in playoff race number 3 for the 2024 World Championship qualifying session. And now they're going to eat a food, and Gary is dancing to the beat. That will give Rusty Jackington the upper hand for the current moment. As the first superstar against Beatbus is number 2, who wakes up for a snap immediately. And right now, Garrett Coles is heading for the water path, but he is getting surrounded by a couple of silver Chao, who are also taking the water path for the current moment. And who will get into Beatbus number 2? It is number 7, and look at that. He now has command on the lead. Number 6 trying to hold off the 2 competitors for second place, and number 6 is pausing for more, so I will have to drop down to 4 points behind the current one. As number 2 will get number 10, that makes his second Beatbus to the base. Number 7 defending the lead over Rusty Jackington and Garrett Coles, who are battling for second place right behind them. We know that we play for the best standing possible with 1-0 John comes first place, and in fact, here comes number 7 with his second Beatbus. Poor number 8, meanwhile, is getting all low in last place. And number 1 also really needs some for the crowd, but it's Rusty Jackington who will get the next command Beatbus, trying to catch up to Garrett Coles and number 7 for the freeway battle for the lead up in the front. Gary and Rusty at number 7 of Silver Chao on the top of the wall. And it looks like Gary Coles and Rusty Jackington are going to rest. That means number 7 will command lead for the second time in this race. And he gets another speed bus. So I think this race will go to the next backstand because number 7 is easily going to take first place. Oh well, we all play for the best standing possible. And Gary Coles will have the next command speed bus, but he'll have to follow the third place behind Rusty Jackington. Rusty's going to move on to the World Championship, folks. Number 7 is going to take first place on Silver Chao. And as number 2 takes yet another speed bus, Rusty's going to join Bobby and Garrett up in the front for second. Rusty Jackington is by race number 3. Thank you, Garrett. You had yourself for another senior championship. And Rusty, congratulations. Back in a bit. Did not go away. And finally, race number 4 for the 2024 World Championship qualifying session. That's right, the fourth and final race will be the number 4 seed Kennedy Days, who finished in third place in last year's World Championship, and the number 5 seeded Buster the Jobbo. One of these competitors will get to face Bobby K, Garrett Dayton, and Rusty Jackington for a chance at clinching the World Championship crown. The loser will have to deal with Ozzy Jenkins, Thomas Linguana, and Gary Coles for a senior championship title. Good luck to Kenny Days and Buster Jamo in the final World Championship qualifying race of the season. The players are lined up and ready to go. Everyone is on the clock, and let's have a challenge! Alright, qualifying race number 4 for this year's World Championship. Who is going to join Bobby K, Garrett Dayton, and Rusty Jackington? Will it be Kenny Days, or will it be Buster Jabo? Right now, Buster Jabo is going to have the upper hand because Kenny Days is dancing to the beat. And who will get the first speed bus as Buster heads for the water path? It is Kenny Days. He's also heading for the water path, trying to catch up to Buster Jabo at 1 at Silver Chao. And right now, a couple of Silver Chao are getting left behind. A few of them are taking on the water path. As number 7, who was pausing for a moment, while command of speed bus number 2. And I think these two competitors should be battling for the lead up in the front. Yeah, Buster Jabo has the lead, with Kenny Days not too far behind in second place. Who will get the next command speed bus? It is going to be number 2. That makes it and he's battling for a couple of Silver Chao in the back. And right now, poor number 8 is getting stranded in last place all the way in the back of the crowd. As the next speed bus we made by number 7, that makes his second speed bus of the race, and down goes number 6. Meanwhile, Buster and Kenny are battling neck to neck, with Kenny Days trying to gain momentum, trying to feel the groove. They're now approaching the stone wall as number 8 finally gets some help for the crowd with the next command speed bus. And number 2 is battling with number 7 and number 6 for the lead of the 6th Silver Chao. As number 5, who now really needed some help in the last place, gets a turn now. And back with fun, Kenny Days and Buster Jabo are making their way towards home stretch. Who is going to get that chance to become a world championship this year? Well, next BS belongs to number 2. That makes his second speed bus of the race. He was going to mess. And I think Kenny Days is going back to the World Championship. Buster Jabo trying to find the open hole, but Kenny's going to hold on for another World Championship appearance. As number 2 takes back to this, Kenny Days going back to the World Championship. That's right, 3 World Championship appearances in the last 4 seasons. We'll be right back. So, the 4 participants who have qualified for this year's 2024 World Championship race in inverse order of the seed placement are Bobby K, Kenny Days, Rusty Jackington, and Gary Dayton. They will have the right to compete for the honor as World Championship for 2024 this year. And our senior championship participants are Thomas Linguana, Gary Coles, Buster Jabo, and Ozzy Jenkins. They will be competing for a silver trophy earlier in the championship series. But no matter what happens, win or lose, all 8 of our participants will be sure to come back next season for ChaoRacing 2024. Right now, we like to present which 2 teams will be qualifying for a tag team championship. That's right, first we have a familiar race setting where we have another rematch of last season's tag team championship, featuring Steve Robinson and Bruno Alonso against the defending tag team champions Gary Coles and Dominic P. Howells. Each of these teams split a win during their 2 regular season rematch meetings, and now one of these tag teams will go on a trip back to the tag team championship for another opportunity to play in the tag team championship event. So, will Steven and Bruno be able to continue the redemption tour tonight? Or will Gary and Dominic move one win away towards defending the crown? It's good luck to Steven and Bruno and Gary and Dominic one more time in the rivalry for this season. The players are lined up and ready to go. Everyone is on the clock, and please start the base. Here we go, round 3 of our rivalry this season. Rematch rivalry, that is, for the 2023-24 season. And right now, Dominic P. Howells is pausing, trying to think of a strategy. The other 3 Chao are going to eat the fruit. And there goes Gary Coles. He is going to have command and lead over Stevie Robinson. And what will these Chao be doing? It looks like Gary Coles is heading for the wide path. We'll see how long his strategy will work out, as the first superstar gets P-Bus is his partner, Dominic P. Howells. He's also heading for the water. He's going to join Gary Coles and Bruno Alonso at the water path. There they go. Bruno and Gary and Dominic swimming across the water path. Now making it to the other side, and Dominic is going to rest. As number 2 will take speed as number 2 of this race. And right now, guess who's catching up to our leader, Gary Coles? Stevie Robinson using all of his speed momentum to catch up to our leader, Gary Coles, trying to spoil a repeat for Gary and Dominic this season. Then we want a chance at redemption as we head back into number 2. He leads with the 4th Chao in 3rd place. Meanwhile, number 7 and number 8 of the Silver Chao are getting left behind the competition as Bruno Alonso. Well, the next game SPS and back with fun, Stephen Robinson and Gary Coles are battling neck to neck heading into the stone wall. As Dominic P. Howells will get number 10. That makes his second speed buzz of the base, trying to catch up to both his partner Gary Coles and their opponent Stephen Robinson. And right now, Gary Coles is going to rest. That means Bruno also will push to catch up a little bit. And this time, Dominic P. Howells goes for a consecutive. And look at that. Stephen Robinson is going to rest. So Dominic P. Howells will now have command of the lead. Gary Coles will move up to 2nd place to come in. Next PS belongs to number 8, who's trying to hold on numbers 1 and 7 and does. And Dominic and Gary had the 1-2 punch. Dominic's in 1st and Gary's in 2nd. As Bruno Alonso will get his 2nd speed rise. Looks like Gary and Dominic are going to move 1 win away towards defending the crown this year. Dominic P. Howells leads Gary Coles for the victory. So sorry for you, Stephen and Bruno, to end their season tonight. Gary and Dominic will see you in the Tag Team Championship once again. And we will see you right after this. And now here it is, the second player race to determine the qualification for the Tag Team Championship. This second race will have last year's 3rd place finalists Thomas Linklater and Lonnie Hauser against Bryson Dorrance and Noah Helms. So let's find out which of these 2 teams will get to face our defending champions Gary Coles and Dominic P. Howells in this year's 2024 Tag Team Championship event. Best of luck to Thomas and Elia and Bryson Nolan on this second playoff race of the night. Everyone is on guard, so without further ado, let's rock this place! Alright, so the winner will get to challenge Gary and Dominic in the Tag Team Championship. The loser will have to deal with Steven and Bruno for the determination of the 3rd place podium. Right now, they're going to eat the food, and Bryson Dorrance has command on the lead. And who got the first speed rest on his base? It is Elia Hauser. Elia is heading for the wide path, but oh, he flew in a circle. All 4 of our competitors are heading for the wide path. Thomas, Bryson, and Noah are battling neck to neck up in the front. As number 7, number 8, they will have speed rest number 2 in this race. And right now, it is numbers 1 and 2, who are also heading for the 1 to come on. As Lion Hauser will get number 2, that makes the second speed of the race, and no one else scored the rest, of course. Right now, in the lead, it is Bryson Dorrance. As we pass the 1 minute mark of this exciting race, we'll get the next coming as because it is number 2. Curry sitting in 6th place ahead of number 1. And pool number 7 is in last place, trying to catch up to numbers 1 and 2 in a hurry. But it's number 1 who will get a speed buzz. And back in front, Bryson Dorrance has command and lead, with Thomas Linguat trying to deal against no one else for second place, and no one else is passing. That means Thomas Linguat will have control of second place, but here comes no one else taking the next command speed buzz, trying to catch up to Thomas Linguat. And right now, number 2 and number 7 are getting left behind the competition. Which one is going to get speed buzz? It's number 7. Meanwhile, back up in front, Bryson Dorrance trying to wrap things up over Thomas Linguat as he is the first to approach home stretch. What's going to happen? We'll find out soon enough. Next BS belongs to no one else. That makes his second speed buzz to the race. He and Bryson had the 1-2 punch. Looks like they're going to challenge Gary and Dominic for the Tag Team Championship this year. As number 8 takes his second speed buzz, Bryson Dorrance and no one else are your second finalists for the Tag Team Championship. Thanks, Thomas and Alana, for another great season. Congratulations to Bryson and no one. We will see you in the Tag Team Championship. That's right, lots more fun after this announcement. Stay tuned. Alright, it is now time for our 2 qualifying races for the Women's Division Championship. That's right, it is the same 4 divas as from last season, and we got 2 familiar rematches that you're going to love and enjoy. First, we have our 2-time defending Women's Division Champion Molly Brown battling against last season's runner-up Rona Hartman in a rematch of the Women's Division Championship itself from 2023. So it's good luck to Molly Brown and Rona Hartman once again in hopes of qualifying for the Women's Division Championship this year for 2024. There's a look in the lineup. And let's head down back to the Emerald Course to see how it all plays out. Best of luck to the Team Divas, and please start the race! Alright, Molly Brown and Rona Hartman have made this far in the season, but only one of them will go to the Women's Division Championship. Going back to the Women's Division Championship, that is. And right now, both of them are eating food, and there they go. Molly Brown has command lead over Rona Hartman, and it looks like both of them are going to be heading for the water path. As the first superstar gets speed buzz is number 7, who desperately needs to catch up every now and then. He and numbers 1 and 6 are going to be heading for the water path, trying to catch up with a couple other of Silver Chao in the water path. And it looks like number 8 will take speed buzz number 2. Down goes number 2 for the count, and down goes number 8. And look at that. He moves up to the lead over the 6 Silver Chao in third place. Molly Brown battling with Rona Hartman, trying to get back to the Women's Division Championship as we pass the 1 minute mark. And number 1 with his speed buzz. But that was a pity. Pity, I say. Well, anyway, poor number 2 is getting stranded in last place. He is going to need a couple of speed buzzes, and I mean good ones, and this is one of them. Meanwhile, let's check out the action back in front. Molly Brown and Rona Hartman battling for the lead as they climb over the stone wall. Next speed buzz belongs to number 7. That makes his second speed buzz to the base. And right now, guess who's getting left behind the competition? It's number 6 and number 5 as well. The Silver Chao climbing up the stone wall. And look at this. Number 1's going to stay awake with his second speed buzz. And the fan crowds of Molly Brown are going to be in a celebrate mood. Molly Brown's going to have a chance at a 3-peat this season. As number 1 takes back-to-back speed buzz, Molly Brown advances to a 3rd consecutive Women's Division Championship this year. That's right. And we'll find out who will challenge Molly Brown this year after we find out a word from this. Alright, Paul, one more playoff race to go tonight. That's right, all we have left for this year's playoffs is a rematch of last year's Women's Division Third Place Playoff. It's Pauline Guada versus Joanne Folksley. And the winner of this next race will go on to challenge Molly Brown for the 2024 Women's Division Championship. It's best of luck to Polly and Joanne on the quest for victory. Let's have a Chao race! Alright, round 2 between Polly and Joanne this year. One of them is going to face Molly Brown in the championship. The loser will have to deal with Mona Hartman for a third place playoff. And Polly Greta has the upper hand. She has command lead over Joanne Folksley. So far, so good for Polly Greta tonight. And number 7 for the second race of the bow takes the first few yards of the race, and he is quarterbacks. And right now, number 1 is heading for the wide path. So now he moves up to the lead over the 6 hill Chao. He's quarterbacks. And number 8 once again takes BUS number 2, trying desperately to catch up to Joanne Folksley in the back of the pack. Polly Greta has command of the lead. And we are approaching the 1 minute mark in its pace as we head back into number 8. Now trying to catch up a little bit more ahead of the competition. And Joanne Folksley is battling with number 5 for D-Life all the way in the back. It would be a miracle for Joanne to make it all the way to first place. As number 5 will have a turn now. And Polly's fan club is showing smiling so far tonight. So Chao trying to make a rally, and number 5 takes back-to-back Fierce. That makes 2 in a row by 2 in a row for number 8 and number 5 respectively. Poor number 8 and poor number 2 really needs the speed bus, and it will be number 2 who will get that chance. Meanwhile, Polly Greta has reached the top of the wall, and she is going to rest. But she should still have a good chance of qualifying for the Women's Division Championship, and there she goes. She's trying to pull this one away with the next speed bus. Oh well. Joanne Folksley sees the hazard, and right here, next BS belongs to number 8. That makes his first speed bus of the race. And number 1 is trying to make a valley ahead of Polly Greta up in the front at the whole stretch. But as number 8 takes back speed for a second of a time in space, Polly's going to hold on. And she's going to beat Joanne Folksley in the playoff this year. Polly Greta advances to the Women's Division Championship. As number 5 will get his first speed bus. So Polly Greta is going to challenge Molly Brown this year. That's right. And we'll be right back to wrap it all up after the break. So the 2 D-Bus who will have the right to compete for the Women's Division Championship are Molly Brown and Polly Greta. Joanne Folksley and Mona Hartman will be bidding for the third place playoff for the third place podium before that. We'll see each of these 4 D-Bus in the championship series in 2 weeks, and congratulations again on making it this far in this season. So, be sure to tune in 2 weeks from now as we present the 2024 ChaoRacing Championship Series. We'll have all the exciting coverage of all the championships and playoff races you don't want to miss. And thanks for tuning in to our playoffs this week. Until next time, this is Brad Shank signing off. Keep on smiling. Hope you face superstar or diva win the championship this year. And so long, everybody! The 2024 ChaoRacing Playoffs has been sponsored by 7-Eleven and Pringles Harvest Blends Potato Chips. This is Paul Sycamore speaking, reminding you to tune in 2 weeks from now for the 2024 ChaoRacing Championship Series. Don't miss out on all the fun, excitement, and surprises waiting for you. The 2024 ChaoRacing Playoffs has been a CETV production.